In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. There are fewer things which can build our life, which can make us a very successful, happy, satisfied human being. These things are the very basic of all the successes, the very basis of all the good life, and not larger in numbers, not very complicated as well. If it is not large in number and not so complicated at the same time, so why not to talk to the about these? First of all, we need to be slightly careful about the intake we do take from the society, from the social media, from the surroundings. We need to be careful, we need to be cautious. Means not to take something negative. If at all there is enough negativity and irresponsibility, it means that we don't have to take it like that, and we don't have to take the kind of effects it is supposed to have on the negative and the irresponsible people. We need to take the right lesson, we need to take the right lesson out of all that negativity, irresponsibility, and all the junk, all the rubbish available in the surrounding on the social media. So, first of all, we need to take the right sort of the useful, the beneficial sort of lesson out of everything else we do get. First of all, we don't have to take everything else. Number two, we have to think rightly, we have to think positively, we have to think in a responsible manner. We need to have a kind of converter, a kind of treatment plant which converts every negative, every irresponsible, every junk stuff into something positive. We need to treat it. We need to treat it like a treatment plant does to the industrial waste. We need to have a kind of converter. We need to convert everything else. We need to neutralize the negative effects. We don't have to take the negative effects, the harmful effects from whatever is being given to us, whatever in from the society, whatever being shown to us, whatever we are listening, whatever we are seeing, observing. We need to be careful. We need to think rightly. We need to think positively. We need to think constructively. We need to think in a responsible manner. We need to think in a beneficial manner. We do need to think in a win-win manner. We do need to think in a win-win manner. This is something really important. And then last, we need to be careful about what we speak. We don't have to be careless in talking. Talking, writing, it is the same thing. We don't have to be careless at all. We do need to become a careful person. We need to become a cautious person. We need to become a positive person. We need to become a responsible person. We need to be found, we need to be producing something for which we don't have to repent and regret later on, even after the passage of the years. After the passage of years, if at all we do look upon whatever we did few years back, we will be, so that we will be proud that I was positive, I was responsible, I was careful and cautious, I did not produce the junk, I did not produce the rubbish. Whatever I did produce, whatever I did marketed, whatever I did spread, whatever I did present to the society, that was all a positive one. That was all a responsible one. That was all a useful and a constructive one. So these are the things which are not larger in numbers at all. Rather, these are very few. We can even categorize into the two. We can have only the two qualities, the two things we must be taken care of. Firstly, we do have to be think positive, we do have to think positive, and then we do have to talk positive. We do have to think useful, we do have to talk useful. I think otherwise our mind should be locked, all the roots should be closed. Other than the root of the positivity, other than the root of the constructiveness, other than the root of the responsible behavior, we need to think positive and we need to talk positive. The two of these things, obviously it will take quite a lot of struggle, it will take quite a lot of effort. It might not be that easy, obviously, particularly for the beginners, because the negativity, because the junk, because the irresponsible attitude has been ingrained upon our conscious mind as well as upon our subconscious mind as well. We are found listening and seeing rubbish and negative, and we are found producing and presenting the rubbish and the negative. We do have to stop doing all that. We do have to convert, and we do have to be very careful about what we are found thinking. We need to work like a watchdog upon whatever we are thinking. We need to keep analyzing whatever we are thinking. We don't need to leave it recklessly. We don't need to think recklessly. We do need to think in a controlled manner. We do need to start rejecting whatever negative comes to our mind, either by ourselves or from the outer side, from the social media, from the society. Whatever comes to us, we need to see whether it is a positive and a constructive one, whether it is a responsible and a useful one, and if at all it is, then we need to permit it. We need to filter everything else there from our thoughts. The thoughts will come to our mind. We might not be able to stop it, but at least not accepting it, throwing it out of our mind, that becomes our responsibility if whatever has come to our mind was a negative one. And also we need to keep analyzing whatever we speak, because the speaking is the product of our thinking. It is a kind of byproduct of our thinking. The main product or the byproduct of our thinking. We need to be careful, we need to be cautious, we need to be responsible, we need to be firm, we need to be useful, we need to be beneficial. Let's start caring, and caring a lot. The two of these things only, let me assure you that the two of these things have the ability, have the potential, and have the power to change our life. Rather, I shall like to say, has the potential and the power to revolutionize our life. Thank you very much.